hello, everyone. Intro song done. Undeafened on Discord done. And transition done. There we are. Back with another episode of the Neon Podcast. Hello, everyone. Hello, if you're welcome back. If you're here, glad to see you here. It's episode 141. We're one more closer to that epic 150, even though I should have been at 150 already. But we missed so many episodes this year. I'm not even tripping. It's all good. Anyways, for those who are here, and for those who might not know, I have a new guest today on this podcast. Well, joining me today for the first time, someone I've been interacting with and an online buddy for, let's say, nearly just under 3 years now, I would say, from a different community that I met. It's Zach, ZachAttack. How are you, man?
Hey, I'm doing well, Neon. How about you?
Doing good. Another Wednesday in the books for me. Sorry for the start late, everyone. The late start late, whatever. The late start was at the gym, and then I really wanted to push myself today because my scheduling for the week, and I realized I took it longer than I need to, so that's why I'm starting a little late because I was eating there. Anyways, yeah, first time guest, Zach. I'm glad you're doing well. I mean, do you want to introduce yourself to both first time listeners / viewers?
Yeah. So, hello everyone. My name is ZachAttacker, or ZachAttack, or Zach. I'm one of Neon's friends. I've known him for like three years ish.
Sounds about
Yeah,
right. Yeah, ish.
yeah, yeah. I stream as well. Been streaming since COVID started. Yeah, and I play games like Mario Kart, Smash Bros, Nintendo, Minecraft, and more. I'm a variety streamer. Mostly I stream on Friday or on the weekends, depending on how busy I am. But yeah, it's great to be in this podcast with my good friend Neon.
Hey, man, glad to have you here, of course. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like also just shout out to Zach for those didn't know, especially like behind the scenes stuff for scheduling for me. Usually I have guests prepped like the weekend before, but then there are some cases where guests drop off like this week and had to postpone due to one reason or another. I'm not going to say, but they'll be on another week in this month, next month, soon. They'll be back on soon, or they'll be on soon for the first time. And I hit up Zach earlier today on a last minute hit up because I was going through my list of people who could podcast, and I'm like, I'm just going down every list right now. I'm hitting up everybody on this last day, and I'm like, Zach came through. I'm like, nice, we can still podcast today. So shout out to Zach for coming through today on the last minute notice.
A pleasure, man. Happy to help.
Yeah. So yeah, Zach, you said you've been streaming, you've been gaming for a long time, and I know what got you into streaming, just get a straight into that intro and yourself.
Yeah. So I basically started streaming because I was like, man, I'm bored. Maybe I should do something fun. It was like doing I'll say around 2020, around 2021. Like it was like the lockdown years,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say. So yeah, I got bored. And so I watched like some streamers like Ryan Higa. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a streamer as well. He's also a YouTuber formerly. But yeah, I watch him a lot. Yeah, he inspired me to stream. Like, I was like, this I like watching his streams. I should try streaming one day. So I figured out I didn't have a capture card yet by the time I had my first stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I say like, hey, do I have any games on my phone? So I check it out. So yeah, I do have some games on my phone. So I tested it out and I tried using like the Twitch app to stream. And yeah, it did go well on my first stream. So I tried it out. The first game I played was Mario Kart Tour. It was like this Mario Kart game on the mobile.
Right.
It's like, yeah, it's basically like just like Mario, in the Mario Kart series, it has like a lot of characters and costumes. Basically, there's like toys like it's like a new one every 2 weeks, but now the game is like going back to back now, like no new toys, no new content, due because it's been like over since like September-ish, I'll say.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I sometimes still play it if I'm not busy or in my free time.
Right. So it's like for that game, right? What would you say it's like, oh, since it's no longer releasing content, there's no more like new patches or content releases, you'd say be like that game's pretty much toward the tail end of its run anyways, as far as like new content goes. Cause I know Nintendo per se usually doesn't release too much DLC post content as some other games do, and rather they would either do like a full new sequel release or just something new entirely. So I mean, as for someone like myself who doesn't game mobily, too much, I don't know what are your thoughts on gaming mobily, especially like, as a streamer who does mobile games.
Well, I'll say mobile games are pretty fun to stream in my opinion.
Mm,
Basically, like it's like kind of easier, like the layout. Sometimes the chat. Sometimes you need like some devices if you want to have your chat on screen, like for the stream. But like it's like sometimes it's like it could be like sometimes hard because you don't want to get any notifications like phone calls or like text messages while you're streaming. Like it could be like pretty stressful for that to happen to make sure like nothing can interrupt your stream and stuff.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean, right?
Yeah. I realized that when I was doing, I don't, it's not even like my first time doing IRL streaming, but I would say like I didn't realize it until after the fact that especially if I was getting notifications or like you said, text messages or a call. If I got a text message, my
Mhm.
phone would be on like vibrate still, and like the entire stream would hear the phone vibrate. Or if someone got a call, it would just stop the entire stream, and I didn't know that. And at this point, like I have an iPhone, right? I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
I should just use the do not disturb function so I don't get any of these notifications. But then I keep forgetting that it is a function because I don't stream IRL enough. So, it's like, oh, I did like one or two IRL streams, just me walking around like a different city. I know I did one when I was in like Seattle a year ago, just for fun. I was just walking around for like an
Nice.
hour. And mostly the only other ones I did were probably my cooking streams and the bowling streams. But the bowling streams were the ones who are the worst because that's usually like peak like evening time that I'm going, and people are just like either messaging me or a group chat, and my phone was like, damn it, I have to, I really need to, and I watched the VOD back. I'm like, dang it, I should really start using that function. I still don't use that function, but I realize I
Yeah.
should after the fact. Like this is like years down the line. I'm like, man, I should use that function.
Yeah, man, I understand that. Like, I do the same thing too. Like, I just have to make sure my phone's on do not disturb before I start streaming. Cause a couple times I forget to put on do not disturb, and yeah, that's where some issues happens.
Right, right. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's also understandable. Like for you, especially like if you're, I don't know what kind of phone you have, right? But for you, gaming globally, let's say you game for like a decent amount of time, does your phone, and not to mention like you stream some of it too, does your phone overheat a lot, or does it get
Well,
warm?
well, to be fair, it does, but I do have settings where I could just like battery saving mode, like low power mode and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So I just sometimes use that mode. So like sometimes when I stream, because I don't want my phone to like overheat and like possibly uh put my phone like stop the stream automatic like out of nowhere because it's too hot.
Hmm.
So I try my best like not to like use too much the stuff for the stream so my phone doesn't like overheat and like eventually stop stream, you know?
Right. Because I know that does become an issue for sometimes for some people, especially if they do like the higher intense memory games like on their phone. Because I know for example, some people who did Genshin, right? When that first came
Yeah.
out, their phones would overheat because it's such a high graphic intense game for a phone, especially. And they realized
Yeah.
they would only use their phone if they couldn't do their stuff on like their PC or their PS4 or whatever. So that's why I was like, I even overheat my phone regularly. I wouldn't say regularly, but I'm just like, dude, if I'm just like watching a video and like I'm out in the sun, my phone will start getting warm. Obviously, that's not like a memory issue. That's more of just like in general heat issue. But you know what I mean? It's like having a phone overheat, not good, not good.
Yeah. Like I try my best to like find a shady spot so there's like a less chance, like less risky, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and plus Genshin, it's like a lot of space. It takes up a lot of space in your device.
Right,
That's
right.
for sure. Like Honkai Star Rail, for example, too, as well.
Yeah, all the Hoyoverse, all their graphically intense anime moves and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
especially at 60 frames per second.
oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
For you though, do you as a mobile gamer, we'll get into your like your console games a little bit later because
Yeah.
I'm real curious because I don't really have too many people that actually game too much outside of like maybe gotchas on their phone, right? Which
Yeah.
I would say is not too difficult, like a quick session on Genshin to roll or FGO or whatever, right? Like, it's not too bad. But for someone like you who does more than just gotcha, right?
Yeah.
Um, do you game more so on your phone, like at home or just on the go? Do you stream outside of anywhere that's like outside your house?
Well, I did a stream one time when I was not at home. I was at my like at a my let's say like at my friend's house
Mm-hmm.
because we were doing like a gaming stream. Like we did like a gaming session together. It was fun. Like all we were like all in the same room. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's nice to
Mm-hmm.
hear. I mean, for yourself, right? So to
Mm-hmm.
take away from or to move away from like mobile gaming, right? Like how long
Yeah.
would you like consider yourself, in that gaming scene? Because it's like a lot of the games like are Nintendo, right? Based, especially it's like you've been a long time fan as far as like what I've noticed you like, especially post on like Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and even
Twitter.
your profile, the picture you set for the podcast today is like a me, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, you seem like a really big Nintendo fan. Um,
Yes, I am.
how was that like something you grew up with like a kid or something, or you just grew up at like later years? How'd that come to be?
Yeah, so I officially became like a fan of the Nintendo since like 2007, I would say, around that time,
Mm-hmm.
or 2006, I don't know. But I think it's most likely 2007. 2007. So, yeah, and the first game I played in the Nintendo game is also like one of the first video games I played. So, I'm not sure which game was it, but I think the first game I played on the first video game I officially played was either Mario Kart on the Wii or DS, and the game called WarioWare Smooth Moves.
Oh,
That was like
I
one of
had
the
those
first games
games.
I played. Yes,
I,
those games are fun.
those games were really fun. I remember
Yeah.
when the Wii first came out, I was at a cousin's house and then we were just having like a family party and they showed us like, oh, their Wii. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And then
Uh-huh.
cuz like I grew up like as a Nintendo kid and with video games
Yeah,
even
me
before the
too.
Wii, right? So then when I
Hmm.
saw the Wii, I'm like, oh, dude, this is a really cool system. They showed smooth moves. We were just laughing so hard while everyone was like taking their chance at
Yeah.
playing the game, and I was like, wow, Uh, that was such a like I don't know if that game aged the best because of the motion controls weren't the greatest at the time, but it was still really fun.
Yes, it's a fun game. Like I love like the boss stages were pretty fun. Like
Oh
my
yeah.
favorite one was the Tiny Wario one we got to dance. That one was pretty hilarious.
Oh, the dancing one was always the funniest one. I remember doing that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like one of the most memorable ones from that game for sure.
Yes.
Oh man.
I agree, dude.
Oh yeah, but then I'm surprised. I want to say I'm surprised, but like the Wii was your first system? That's crazy, dude. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, like Having someone tell me that their first system was the Wii in like 2006, 2007, because obviously that's when it was released. But I was like, dang, dude, that makes me feel old.
Yeah, it goes by pretty
Damn,
fast, dude.
damn, that makes me feel super old. Uh, cause
Yeah.
I grew up with my first systems because I had older siblings, right? I had two older sisters. So when they had systems that they already had, and then I just played it growing up. So those were my first systems as well. Um,
Mhm.
was the Sega Genesis, the Nintendo 64, and the PS1. So I'm like, I was in that semi retro age, but they were still games getting released on those consoles at the time. And I went, man, your first system was the Wii. Damn, that makes you feel old. There's a whole system in between the N64 and the Wii too.
Yes.
There's a whole GameCube. Like, bro, that made me feel so old. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, wow, dude. So then, okay, so you got the Wii, right? And then you're like,
Yes.
what did you choose the Wii over like everything else? Because I'm like, you said that's your first system, right? Because you didn't look like at like a PlayStation, an Xbox, or anything else before that.
Well, I mean, the first console was actually the Wii. I played the PlayStation, like played some games, and I honestly wasn't good at some of the Xbox and PlayStation games, to be honest.
Hmm.
Yeah. But like I play some games like Just Dance on the Connect on the Xbox, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I know that counts as a game. It's like one of my workout stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, it still counts. It still counts though, because if you're
Yeah.
having a good time, you're having a good time.
Yes, that's what
Like
matters.
you wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't on a console. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, I mean, dang. So then so you didn't choose it. So you ended up choosing the Wii, and then it just took off from there. Your just
Yeah, that's where
love
I
of
stopped.
Nintendo, just like I'm sticking with this console, and you're like you're the new age Nintendo kid. Because I say new age because I'm like the generation before you, and even though there's a generation before me, like they're the even older generation, right? Like they're not gaming anymore. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I've been gaming a Nintendo gamer since like 2007.
Dang, dude. And did you ever I'm assuming you also got like the Wii U, right?
Yeah, I got the Wii too as
Mm.
well.
Okay, okay. Makes sense because I was like,
Hmm.
I would consider myself also a Nintendo kid because like I said, I grew up on the N64. That was like the main system, because it
Uh-huh.
felt better to play than whatever my Genesis was, and I didn't have that many games on the PS1. But
Uh-huh.
for the Nintendo, right, I was like, okay, cool. My friend got a GameCube. I'm gonna get a GameCube, and we're just gonna get different games, and we're just gonna trade and share. And it was really fun. But then same thing for like the Wii. Like we both had Wii's. I'm like, cool. Same thing,
Hmm.
different games we would share. And but then after the Wii, he didn't get we. I went off to college. Or yeah, I went off to college, and uh, at the time that's when the Wii U was released. I didn't have money. I was a broke college student. I'm not gonna buy that. Especially like the GameCube
Hmm.
and the Wii were both gifts from my family for my birthday at the time because I was still a kid. But
Hmm.
got released. I'm like, all right, well, I don't have any money, and then I got the Switch, of course. I'm like, like after a couple paychecks from my first job, I got the Switch. I'm like, yes, my first adult purchase. That wasn't like family gifts and stuff like that. I treated myself to. So, and I was like, nice. I got myself a Switch, and yeah, I've never outside of my gaming PC, I've never really owned a system outside of a Nintendo system. But
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, for me, my friends have had PlayStations and Xbox. So I would always go over the house and play games. I'm still decent with like a console game for the most part. I'm a gamer. I'm a competitive person and a gamer at heart. But even deeper for that, I was like, Nintendo for sure. And um,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, that's just how it is, man. That's how we Nintendo gamers are born, dude. You just stay loyal, and then there's like they come out with great systems and
Yep.
great games.
Yeah,
Supposedly, I mean, the
sure.
Wii U kind of tanked, but we don't talk about the Wii U as much anymore, anyways.
Yeah. Good content though.
Yeah, it's still enjoyable. Still enjoyable. Oh man,
Sure.
funny story. All right, let me tell you a funny story about the Wii U. So, like I said,
Good.
I didn't have a Wii U, but I had some friends in college and university that had one, and then they invited like a bunch of people from our club at the time to come over to their apartment, and it was the night that Smash 4 came out, and
Mm-hmm.
it was super funny because we were just like watching. They got the game. We all waited at the apartment. The person who went to GameStop came back. We were like, hey, we were like, yeah. There's like 25 people in this apartment. It was so, I wouldn't say cramped, but it's pretty for a college apartment. It was pretty cramped, and we started, and then we were just playing games. And because Smash 4 was the first time you could play um 8 players, right? We would use the
Yeah.
Wii's, the new remote, the Joy-Con, not Joy-Cons, the nunchucks and the sideways Wii remotes. And we were just
Yeah.
yelling. And it was funny because we were so loud. Someone in the apartment called the cops on us and shut us down for playing Smash on release night. It was
Oh my
so funny.
god.
We were like, hey guys, you guys got a noise complaint? Not sure if you guys are partying there. We were like, oh yeah, we're just playing video games. We were like, I don't know if we can have this many people in your apartment. They're like, damn, dude. So they ended up kicking us all out. You're like, dang,
Oh
what a
yikes.
killer way to end. What a way to like kill the vibe. But it was so
Well, that
funny
sucks.
because it was just it's a story we all laugh about now and be like, remember that time we got the cops called on us because we were playing Smash?
That's crazy, dude.
Oh my god, it's just such a funny sort of look back on. You're like, we're such nerds, especially with like people who weren't gamers that just showed up just to show up. They're like, oh my god, what's happening? For just everyone just doing whatever. I'm just like, wow, so much chaos, so much chaos that night. It was great.
Yeah. So did the same thing happen when you played when Smash Ultimate came out?
No, so when Smash Ultimate came out, I was already out of school. Um,
Uh-huh.
so it was like years after. So I graduated university in 2017. The Switch came out 2018, I believe. Um, and then
Nice
Ultimate came
2017.
out. Oh yeah, late 17. Yeah. So then I got a
Yeah,
Switch after in
something like that.
2018. No, let me let me see. 17. No, you're right. 17 because I bought it during Black Friday weekend, even though it
Oh,
wasn't
that's
on
cool.
sale because Nintendo doesn't have sales on Black Friday on hardware.
Yeah,
um, they're like that. And then
true,
Ultimate came out in 18. Yeah,
true.
and me and my friends, we pretty much everyone who had a Switch pretty much bought the game. It's like a almost a must buy if you already had a Switch at that point.
I
Um,
agree.
yeah, I mean it's like how can you have the Nintendo system and not have Smash? That's like a hand in hand game for sure. But yeah, it didn't do much. Me and my friends would try to play online. Um, this was before they implemented the Nintendo Online subscription fee, so we were just playing for free. And then
Uh-huh.
yeah, we didn't really meet up because I was already back at home, and no, we didn't. There weren't as many people that had switches, so we were just like, oh yeah, we'll just play online, no big deal. It wasn't as hype as having an event with 20 college kids in a single apartment, but yeah, it was all right. It was all right. Ultimate
Hmm.
still a good game, still a good release. Better than Smash 4, guaranteed.
For
Hands down.
sure. More characters, more content,
Yeah,
and new features.
new features, and also just like the system just feels better. So,
Uh-huh.
so yeah, I mean, how about you, man? What are some of your favorite games or series? Amda, thank you for first. Hey, good job. But yeah, what are some of your favorite games, right? Because for you, you grew up with Nintendo on the Wii, and then you expanded out to other series and other games for you. Like, what was some of your favorite series?
Okay, so my favorite series for the gaming franchises, I'll say Super Mario, like Pokemon, Minecraft,
Hmm.
Animal Crossing, like I'll say probably Just Dance.
Nice,
Uh,
nice.
like yeah, I say also as well like I play like this anime game called Love Live Squatter Festival.
Hey, yo, Love Live.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Rhythm
it's an
game,
anime.
anime
It's
girl
like an idol
waifus.
anime.
Let's go.
Yeah. This game like Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. It's a new game I started playing recently in D4 DJ. Yeah, and I play games also like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. It's pretty fun games. I started playing Genshin and Honkai Star Rail like at the same time. Like I started Honkai like when it was like when it came out like couple days before after it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the same time I started Genshin.
Oh
And
man,
yeah, when I played through, it was fun. Also fun when I played with my friends and stuff.
dang, dude, you picked up both Hoyoverse games at the same time. That's I feel like I'm not judging you, but I'm judging the community because like depending on how many hours you put into both games, it just feels like that's a lot to do to take in, especially
Yeah.
starting them
I
at the
mean,
same time. That's kind of crazy.
yeah, yeah. Like to be fair, like I try my best to like sometimes I forget to play Genshin because Star Rail because sometimes they're like dailies I need to do almost every day. Oh, actually every day actually.
Right.
Like it
Right.
helps you get like rewards and stuff. Sometimes you get reminded like through your like let's say emails or like phone notifications because you know it can notify you like hey you need to hey your dailies are not finished yet. Would you like to
Right.
finish them
Right.
now?
Hmm.
Yeah, like something like that.
Oh man, I especially like
Yeah.
for you because like you're trying to do dailies on your Hoyoverse games, right? Do
Uh-huh.
you play? How often are you gaming regularly? Because you say you game or you stream, you try to stream on Fridays and Saturdays. Are you, other than like Hoyoverse games, are you playing anything else on a regular basis?
I say I also play games like I also do like chatting streams, just like chill, like chat with my like anyone in chat, and like probably that's probably not a gaming one. And but I'll say like the most of the time I stream like Nintendo games and like any rhythm game I have, like any games I have in my device, I'll say.
Gotcha, gotcha. So that's nice. And Emda,
Hmm.
let's see, I've played Honkai since release. Nice. But do you still play it every day though? That's the question, Emda. You can play it since release, but do you have all the content? Um, but yeah, dude, that's nice. And then, so do you play mostly everything like on your Switch and on your phone? Do you play anything on like your PC, if you have one, or any other systems?
Well, I play like a fan-made game, if that counts.
On on your PC or
Yeah, PC.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's called Super Smash Flash 2. I don't know if you heard of that game.
Super Smash Flash. I think I have.
Yeah.
We'll look at it in the post podcast show here. Let me just make
Yeah.
a note of for myself in here. Super
Hmm.
Smash Flash. Dude, I feel like if it is what I'm thinking it is that the one with like it's like Smash, but then all the characters are like parodies or memes, or no?
Yeah. It's like basically like characters like Waluigi, Naruto, Goku, and Sora, even though he's already in Smash already, in
Okay.
that game.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, then I feel like I have seen. Is there like the parody of the oh my god, the speedrunner Mario Wahoo in there and Fox Haya? Is that what I'm thinking of, or is that a different game?
Uh, I like the Fox. You mean like Fox Melee?
Yeah.
I'm not sure to be honest.
Okay, okay. We'll look at that in the post podcast show for a bit, and we'll see
Yeah,
if
no
that's a game I'm
worries.
thinking about. It could be different because I
Yeah.
know there's like these Smash esque games, like these platform brawlers, um, like that are a bunch of fan made or like legit licensed, like Brawlhalla. I don't really care. I don't care about Brawlhalla. I just know some people play it just cause.
Hmm.
Or even like the Nickelodeon game or the DC game or whatever. So, um,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot. out there, but not. I'm not too well versed in it, especially if they're like fighting games. I'm not big on the fighting game community, and not even in Smash, to be honest. I'm in that knowledgeable, but yeah. Are you involved in like any other gaming communities, like whether it's on Twitch or outside of Twitch that you keep up with?
Well, like I'm involved like in like streamer communities and like other game communities like YouTubers, streamers, and also like games like the that I love playing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll say like Super Mario, like Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Genshin, and the list goes on.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So you're like you go out of your way to like make sure like you that you're involved in these communities for your for is it like Discord, just Twitter, or just like Reddit, or what is it with
Yeah,
you?
like I'll say like all the any social media platform that I am like Discord, YouTube, Twitter, etc. Like I use those to like get involved with the community, you know?
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, because for me, I'm like I wouldn't say I'm involved in a lot, right? I'm just like if I'm involved, I'll see how involved I end up being because I might like not say like I stretch myself thin being involved in a lot. So that's good. That's good, dude. I'm happy that you get you put yourself to be involved in those communities. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for like concurrently, right? What is your favorite game to be playing right now? Do you have like a top two or top one that you would be like, oh yeah, hands down, like if this is the game I'm playing like the most or I'm really enjoying right now?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Basically, I've been playing like two games on my Switch lately called um Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Oh,
That's
nice,
the two
nice,
games I've
nice.
been playing. Yeah. I've been like playing those games recently because the new DLC came out, and I was recently in a Mario Kart tournament like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was with my friends. It was like a fan tourney. Yeah.
Nice, dude. How'd you do?
I did well. I got like fourth place in the Smash tournament. I mean, no, Mario Kart tournament.
Ooh, nice. I feel like Mario
Yeah.
Kart low key. It's like you have to really know what you're doing to be well at that game. Like I thought, it's like one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty decent at Mario Kart. And then you play with people who are really good at Mario Kart. I'm like, how the hell? How are you? Damn,
Yeah.
you're so good.
Yeah. Never underestimate them. That's my tip.
Yeah, man. So, dang. And then you're still playing Smash. That's awesome because Smash
Yes.
is Smash has been one of those games that's like, I enjoy it. I enjoy playing it, and occasionally I'll watch Smash content. But I feel like this game, it's such the community is just dying. It's almost dead. To me, it's pretty much dead because no one's playing it anymore. Right? It's only
Yeah.
the last vestige of the community. I'm just like if you're still playing it, you're just a diehard fan. So like respect to those
Yeah.
people like yourself, but for me, I'm just like, man, there's just no community for it anymore, man. There's no community that that popped off, especially like when we had so many people during like COVID playing. I'm like, yo, this is tight. Then COVID hit and people were like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Smash is whatever. I'm like, all right, guys. All right,
Yeah.
fine, fine. I get it.
Yes, like I know some game communities have some ups and downs regarding like some controversy, you know? Like it goes downhill, that's where the fan community starts to die out, you know?
hmm
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially with like Smash, right? Similar to like the Mario Kart on mobile, right? It's just they stopped releasing new content and they're not bothering to
Yeah.
patch or release anymore to make sure it's a little bit more balanced for more people to have a little bit more fun. But it's like once they're done, dude. They're like hands off, right? Like
Yes.
so that's like a Nintendo thing, especially with their quote unquote more competitive gamings. Is that's just like, oh yeah, we've released all the content. Yeah, good luck. I'm like, all right, thanks, I guess. So
Mm,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Nintendo's such a weird company because it's so rooted in Japanese conservative culture of just like, oh yeah, we'll do what we do, but we won't. Nintendo's not like the biggest listener to community stuff as much as like other consoles or companies. But at least they don't go
Uh-huh.
out of their way like Blizzard, and then they over try to overtune it, and then they just ruin their own game.
Yeah. Like I gotta say something about this. Like, you know about the Mario Kart Tour stuff.
Yeah,
Like it's been like it's been they having new content since like its release date back in September 2019, I'll say, if I remember correctly. It's been going on like for like I don't know how long, like I'll say like how long ago was 2019? I forgot.
like basically 4 years ago.
Oh yeah. So the game lasted for 4 years. Yeah, I mean like there's some games that was like the same. I know I was playing a game. I used to play a game that released like around 2019 or 2020, but then it closed like in the same year as the game started to have like stop making new content. That's when they Mario Kart Tour started to stop to make new content.
Oh, I see, I see.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, for you, right? Because you also play, the two Hoyoverse games of Honkai and Genshin. I'm like, I wouldn't say consistently, but I would say relatively consistently putting out new content, right? New areas, new characters, occasionally new mechanics. Um, for those, it's like, do you see like a big contrast on, how you enjoy a game relative to the things that are getting released for those games?
Well, like when I like enjoy a game, I just like play through it to see how far do I go through it. Like sometimes like there's some if the game has like a lot of features, so sometimes I try it out, and if it really gets my attention, then yeah, I tend to play that game for like a long time. Just like some other games that I play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, man, but that, like I respect that, right? Because for me, I just
Yeah.
have too much on my plate to be normally like play a game all the way through and finish it. Especially if it's like a non-competitive aspect to it. Like I've done like what 3 Legend of Zelda streams. It's just really bad, and I haven't touched it. But like, I'm glad that you play everything through, and like, if you get tired of it, you get tired of it. But at least you've gone all the way through it. For me, I'm just like, I have just higher priority things to be playing. Oh
Yeah,
man, that's nice. That's
man.
good though. Good though. I mean, I don't know. There's just trying to think of just what other so many different things that I'm just so far behind on because I just take on a lot of different things outside of gaming. I'm just like, oh man. But that's nice, dude. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Like it's pretty fun. Like getting involved in more communities. Like you make like in the more communities you are, the more friends you make, and the more people you know, right?
Right, right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I'm not, like I said, I'm not too active in too many communities. I'm just like, I like to stick with what I know. I'm that type of person. Be like, oh yeah, if I end up trying something new, then maybe I'll look into that community. But I don't usually do that. I usually don't go out of my way to do so. Um, and if I do, I make like a full commitment. Be like, all right, I'm gonna join a new community and like see how if I can get involved and stuff like that. Um, which is actually how I got into VTubing more, like personally meeting a bunch of new people. But that's a story for a different matter. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've never actually don't go out of my way too much to go find communities for things that I like as much, really. So I'm glad that you do that though. It's nice to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh man. So for you, right? How how quickly do you like decide to join a community? Because it's like you enjoy a game or a stream or something, right? And it's like
Hmm.
depending on how much you enjoy that said thing, do you usually like, oh, I really like this on day one, you're joining that community, or like, oh, do you want to ease yourself into it and be like, oh, do I really like this game or not to be involved, or what is there like a general process or feel that you go for?
Well, when I do stuff like that, I just play the game. Like I play the games like as I make progress, and as soon as and as soon and I like if I know like what to do in that game and like know the lore, know the gameplay and how it goes, like and if I get into it like very much, like how I got into like other games, like for example like Mario when I was a kid, then yeah, I joined the community and that's how it got started.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. So
Mhm.
you would say it just really depends on what it is, really. What form of media it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. So then, oh, that's cool. So for
Yeah.
you, how'd you let's go back to like let's rewind a little bit.
Hmm.
Speaking of meeting communities, I met you 3 years ago through Kev Jumba's
Yes.
community, right?
Yes, that's
Um,
right.
I don't know if it was through Smash or through Among Us. I don't know which one came first. I can't remember. I don't know if you remember. Do you?
I think it was Smash, I think.
Okay. So,
Because usually like Smash is like first then Among Us. That's my if I remember correctly.
oh yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah,
Yes.
Smash did happen first before we started doing Among Us lobbies, but I was like, I don't remember when you came in because I feel like you came in around the time we started doing Among Us, so I don't remember which came first for you. But yeah, okay. So you came during Smash, and how did you find Kev's community, anyways? So I'm curious.
So basically like when I was watching when Ryan like it was in stream, he rated Kev Jumba like oh wait, I didn't know Kev Jumba streams. It was like way back in like 2020 I think if I'm like late 2020. It
Yeah,
was like oh my gosh, is that Kev? I didn't know that's Kev Jumba and I saw his Discord link so I joined and like Kevin gets like interacts with like everyone in the community. Like, hey, that's cool. Like, I get to like play with him and other people in the server, and like we play like the games that I play on a daily basis.
nice. Yeah, it's interesting because it's funny how like a lot of people have a similar story, right? Because obviously it's Twitch. Like if people
Hmm.
didn't know that he was streamed, but then a lot of people like, oh yeah, my friend or someone I follow rated him. You're like, oh shit, he streams. Um, Meanwhile, me like I personally knew someone from a friend from school from university who worked at Twitch and became friends with him and he introduced me to the community. And I'm like, cool. And then I just became so involved and like I really like Smash. And obviously that's like at the when I first got introduced into the community, I was one of the better players before, some of the other better players got joined later. And I'm just like,
Hmm.
man, even though I wasn't there at the very beginning of when he started streaming, the change of growth to see people just join and play games and the amount of people to be involved and like people like yourself, right? Because you joined late 2020. I would say mine I joined
Hmm.
mid to late 2020, like probably like August ish, probably like July. So it wasn't like too much earlier, like couple months before yourself. But I'm just like, man, this community is pretty awesome because, like you said, you just interacted with everybody. You can play games, and it was like, yo, this is nice. This is even though he was a big name, he did give that feeling of like a smaller community to get everyone involved. And I was like, oh, that was nice. It's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I think because when I first rated when Ryan first rated him, he went by the name Seven Moves. Like I didn't know who was Seven Moves at first, and
That's right, he did. Oh shoot, low key, I
yes,
forgot that.
yes. It was like he's Seven Moves. I don't know who that is, but he seemed like a cool person. So I checked. So when Ryan rated him, I was like, Oh shit, that's Kev Jumbo. Like I haven't seen him like since like in like 2019 because he was in a podcast with Ryan Higa.
Right. It was
Yeah.
an interesting time too because it was like the Off the Pill podcast, right, by Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah, because I used to watch that. He did like what 20 episodes and he was done.
Yeah.
um Maybe not even 20. I think he made maybe not even 20. I don't remember because I used to listen.
Mhm.
But yeah, and I was like, I saw like Kev was back on the podcast for that one episode. I was like, oh shoot, he's still alive, doing stuff. And then a couple weeks later, I'm like, oh, my friend brought me to Kev. I'm like, who's Cybermuse? Same thing as you. Who's this Cybermuse guy? I'm like, wait, why does this guy sound and look familiar? I'm like, Kev Jumbo. Oh shit, it's Kev. Oh shit.
Yes. I
It's
was like
that same
shocked.
feeling of like, who's this Cybermuse guy?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's also the same thing like when let's say like someone like I see like usually in Twitter posts someone mentions Rani Higa like like he's gonna be involved in an event and like the guy from YouTube. It's like and a lot of people are like, yep, it's him. And also like when it comes to like in his streams, like people say like, hey, I remember you from YouTube and like yeah, that's where they join the community and stuff, and which is pretty cool.
Yeah. How is like Ryan's community? Because it sounds like you're pretty involved in his community.
Oh, we were pretty nice people. Like we like pretty chill. We play like the same games that Ryan plays, and yeah, the mods are doing an awesome job. They're really helpful and keeping the chat safe and sound, and also Ryan as well.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
how active or how big is his community? Because I know when he streams, right, he has like a couple hundred, if not like in the low thousands average on a stream. Like, how active is his Discord community? Because I feel like when you have that many followers, it's hard to really get to know people and like be considered like a regular there, right? Because there's just so
Mhm.
many people.
Well, I'll say Ryan's community is like really big, like from my experience, because as the time went by, like
Hmm.
more people start to join Ryan's server, which is pretty cool. Like we got like tons of people joining, like from like because you have to be like sub to Ryan in order to join the Discord server. Like it's like a private,
Oh,
kind of like
okay.
not really a private. I'll say
Like a
like invite
membership
only.
type
I'll
of
say
thing. Yeah.
yes, yeah. Like someone would like sometimes like if you're like close enough with like in Ryan's chat, like you say you're like close with Ryan in the community and you don't have a gift like a gift that's you don't like you're not sub anything like
Hmm.
there's like a possible chance like someone like anonymous will like give you like a gift sub like or like yeah something like that and it's like it's pretty nice of them like pretty wholesome.
That's good. That's good. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
that you just hope, especially if you don't have the money or like you can't sub for whatever reason. It's just it's a nice surprise sometimes when someone random you get that lucky the one drop out of like the hundreds if not thousands of people to get gifted or something. You're like, yes, I got one.
Yes, this happened to me like a lot of times in Kevjama's streams. It's like I keep getting like gifted stuff from Kevjama like and I keep thinking to the person like yo, thanks. I really appreciate that. Like, by the time like when I chat and and wanted them to know that I'm not like sub, they would like automatically give me a sub. Like, oh, that's nice of you. Like sometimes I was gonna do it myself, but they just do it for me. But like they're like too nice about it. But I just went with it. Like,
Yeah,
hey, thanks. I really
that's how
appreciate that.
that's how the community was. And like, Dohai was one of those people. I was sometimes that person.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, but
That's really
like
nice of
it
them.
was funny because it's like it's not even that it was an anonymous like, oh, random gift sub. It was like, yeah, we want you to have a gifted sub there. Yeah, we want you to be part here. So
Yeah.
that was like such an interaction to have back then. I'm like, yo, those people are nice. And I don't think I've been a part of too many communities that are like that. I know, in VTuber communities that I'm a part of, they do subathons and like or like celebration streams or whatever, whether it's like their
Mm-hmm.
birthday, like what I did, or like mine's not even like a VTuber. It was just a regular celebration stream, or like a their streaming anniversary or whatever, and people would give subs just indiscriminately. Obviously, just like they're like, oh, here's some subs. I'm like, thanks, but no one. I wouldn't say no one. It hasn't. I haven't seen too many communities that I've been a part of. Maybe it's because they're not as big. That, or maybe they are as big. I don't know how to. I don't know how to word this, but there aren't as many individuals that have that much of a giving heart with backed by a giving wallet and bank account to be like, oh, they're constantly just trying to get people who return normally subs all the time, that type of feeling. So it was definitely a different model that Kev had. And it wasn't even like his model. It was just like people that were involved. And you're like, yeah, we're just going to keep paying it forward. And it's just how people like kept coming back. And it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like sometimes I actually don't like expect gift subs, like because you never know when's gonna happen. But
Exactly.
yeah, sometimes yeah, it's pretty cool getting like gift subs. Like one time, usually I keep getting gift subs from like streamers like I don't really follow, but I just like I just say things like, hey, and that's how I get involved in more communities too as well. That's another way,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. Like I got like a gift sub, like Kev Jumbas, like also one of my friends streamed as well. It was really nice of them. Like usually they gift subs like on random occasions or like when something good happens. Like let's say the streamer wins and gets something good. Then yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they do that most of the time. Yeah, it's like it's really nice of them to do. Like it's like a good that's the good part of the community. They want everyone to be involved and stuff, like inclusive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice, especially like, being just even especially like obviously it's nice to be on the receiving end, but on occasion to like see it happen, and if you like yourself, like if you just stay involved, it's like, oh yeah, these people are nice, and it's good to know them, and it's great to interact with them. So I'm
Yeah.
always grateful to be, no matter how long I'm part of this community, I'm like, yo, these people, if I come back and people remember me, I'm like, yo, that's awesome. That's real awesome.
Yes.
So
That's for sure.
yeah, man. I mean, how many people do you like watch or follow on Twitch on a regular? Because I know you stop by like my channel or Gentium's, like Ryan's and stuff like that, but it's like, I'm not a big time streamer or anything. And for me, I also let's say involve myself, quote unquote, and I just lurk on like 7 or 8 different streams at the same time to support, my friends that I've
Hmm.
made. And if I can, sometimes I'll lurk for like 30 minutes and I'll like log off because I gotta head out. But
Yeah.
um for you, like how many on Twitch are you involved in? Whether it's like Discord or just showing up in their chat normally.
Oh, that's a good question. Like I'm involved like in a lot of communities. Like it's like kind of like multitasking, but sometimes I just try my best to do like if I'm like not busy or anything, I just try my best to like have like a small talk, like conversations with like people in the chat. Like say like hello, hope you all doing well, having a great day, night, wherever. I just say those kind of stuff like every day just to check up on them, just to make sure they're doing all right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
for yourself, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
uh just I do the same thing, right? I check in and be like, oh, make sure they're all good and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
how do I word this in a better fashion? Like, do you, because this is just like a personal thing for me, right? In terms of, oh yeah, because there's so many people, and I'm just lucky that the people I do follow are more or less friends with each other. For you, are the streamers that you follow, are they just people that all follow each other and game together, or they're part of each other's communities, or are they all just separate um people and community wise? Because I know that definitely makes it a little bit more difficult when interacting with them sometimes in from my perspective.
But like, I'll say like most of the streamers like I follow, like they like part of each other, and like they like collab, and also they like when other streamers like raid another streamer, like I follow them too, like like community, like so we can get like a big community, and we can make them feel welcome, and make everyone feel welcome, like and inclusive to like streams and the Discord servers and the communities. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'll say like I know I know a lot of people who stream together like on like most days, and sometimes I see like other streamers who just like stream with other friends that I probably don't know, but they seem cool.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice.
Hmm.
That's cool. Um, and then do you just find when meeting or finding new streamers, do you just like find out whoever people raid, or do you go out of your way to find someone that just completely random? You just like, oh, they're playing a game that I like. Let me see what they're up to, type of thing.
Well, usually like let's say none of my friends are like online streaming, so I just choose whoever's playing in the games category. So I just choose which
Okay.
whoever has like most of the time I choose like a small streamer. Most of the time like hey, this person streamed the same game, so I don't and they don't have like an so I'm just gonna support them. So yeah, I just help them out, like get those views and stuff. And
Nice.
like yeah, also same thing like when they also raid me, I also give them like a shout out too, just to support them because I know like most of the streamers that raid me are like small streamers. And yeah, I just do my best to support, help them, and yeah, and I try my best to like be in the stream like most of the time in the stream. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like to make them feel welcome in the community.
Nice, dude. Nice. It's like,
Hmm.
see, that's probably like something that I don't do, and because it's like because there's already so many people, I'm like, it's hard for me to invest myself into someone's new community, especially if I have no clue who they are. And I already took that big step for myself when it was coming into like the VTuber community. I'm like, all right, let's see, test the waters. It's like, oh, does this community seem nice? Does this community seem cool? And some of them were hit, some like one or two of them were hits, some of them were a bit misses. But I'm just like, dude, I'm. That's cool that you went out of your way to, especially when like you don't have any streams to of like regular streams that you follow that are on. So very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else do you do outside of like gaming and streaming? Like what is like a Zach thing to do outside of gaming?
Hmm. Well, I play some sports. Also, I watch sports. I watch some anime, like one of my favorite movies and shows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I do on a daily basis. Also, I use my computer just to do stuff like gaming, surf the internet, watch videos, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also do some like I do some like editing stuff like on like videos and stuff, like photos too as well. That's what I do too.
Nice. So thank you for the
Yeah.
lurk, Argentine, by the way. Um, for like, what do you? Since if you watch anime, let me ask, or what are you watching right now, or what are some series that you recommend you'd like? You'd say.
Okay, so I have like some top 5 animes I could recommend to people to watch.
Okay, let's get into some anime talk
So
for the last segment of the podcast. I'm down.
okay, yeah. So the first one it's Love Life because Love Life I got into it like a long time ago. It's like one of my favorite animes. Like the songs are pretty catchy. The plot, I love that the plot. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. It has like unique characters. Like they like all of them like most of like on average is like 9 members, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Like they like later on like sometimes they add more members like from rival groups or like just out of nowhere. But yeah, it's good. I like this new characters they added like the new anime is called Superstar. There's like a new anime it's a sequel to the animes like Love Live Sunshine. It's also called the Yohane anime. It's also there's also like a game coming out for the Yohane anime. It's
Oh,
gonna be like
okay.
really yeah, it's gonna be released sometime this week, like soon. But yeah, I also played a demo. It's pretty well. Like I played the demo. It's like really fun to play, and I just like watch some gameplay so I know what to do and like so I could like what to do in the demo. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like usually it's like one of the games that I'm planning to playlist. Yeah, it's like one of the best games I played, and I played a demo on my Switch, and the controls it was pretty simple, not that hard.
Nice. That's cool. Like that the game or the series that you watch is releasing in game, especially this. Which series was that a part of? Sorry, I like might have misheard which one that was for.
Oh, it's a anime called Love Life.
Okay, Love Live.
Love
Okay, I
Life.
was making sure. I was like, you said because
Yeah.
he was like Johan. I'm just like, oh, okay. Was that is that a different generation? Is that a new one? Or
It's like a sequel to the anime. It's like same characters.
okay, gotcha. Because I was like, I know there's Sunshine, right? And there's Aquas,
Hmm?
and I know Aquas. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. It's funny
Yes.
because my friends tried to get me into it a little bit like years ago, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Aquas. I even saw their in-person concert at during Anime Expo weekend here in LA. Like I saw them in person. It was pretty fun. It's actually a really fun concert, the idol
Yeah.
concerts. But yeah, that's cool. So Love Live, that's one of your shows. That's one of your tops. What else
Yeah.
you got? What else you got from
So next one, I'll say the Persona series.
Persona? Ooh.
Yeah, based on the video game. Like I like 3, 4, and 5. Also the other ones too, 1 and 2. But
Mm-hmm.
personally, I like 5 the best because actually that's how I got into Persona 5 from Smash.
Oh.
Like when Joker became like a DLC character, I was like, hey, this what's this series? So I check it out. Like I watched some YouTube videos. Oh, so that's what it's all about. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I mean, the series, the community, it's pretty good. Like I made some friends in that community. Like yeah, also there's some voice actors who also of the game of the who voice in the anime in the game who
Right.
also stream that game. So yeah, I also was also been involved in those communities. They're like pretty nice, and we get like along like most like I'll say all the time. Like we talk a lot. Like sometimes I like I talk to them like most of the time, but like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'm like too busy. Like I just think sometimes hard to catch up, you know. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
they're pretty nice. I get along with them, and yeah. They're really nice. I mostly they interact with fans like mostly on Twitter
Yeah,
and
especially
Twitch.
especially when they're like more popular voice actors, it's hard to, once they get their attention, but when you have a lot of
Yeah.
followers in chat, it's hard sometimes to even have a conversation. So
Yes,
pretty understandable. Cool. But
for
yeah,
sure.
I know similar to that where like the voice actors stream and they're pretty popular, right? Um
Yes.
I know one series, not an anime. Well, I guess he's technically in like American anime too. Is it Joe Zaja? From the voice actor for Claude from Final Fantasy Three Houses. It's like because he's like
Oh
really into
yeah,
voice
him.
acting. He's super popular and like people love him. Also, he's like a good looking dude. I'm just like, God damn, this guy's got it all.
Yes.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
he
that's
streams here on
why.
Twitch too.
Yeah, I know. It's like I know he's like a streamer too. That's why I'm just like, man, I don't follow him. But I know like people who did, and they're like, yeah, they try to always interact with him, whether it's in stream or on Twitter. So I was like, I understand what you're talking about. Like being able to even interact with some of the people that you admire, whether for the character or just because like their works, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Also, let me rewind back to the Love Live anime.
Yeah.
There's basically a K-pop group that reminds me of the Love Live anime. The Love Live. Okay, so basically, the Love Live anime usually have 9 members, and basically I know a K-pop group that has like 9 members.
Uh huh.
And most of the time, like a K-pop fan and like a Twice fan, like for me, I'm a Twice fan and a Love Live fan, and
Oh. Uh
there's
huh.
like so yeah, it was like 9 members of a group. Like you know, this reminds me of an anime, like an item Love Live. So yeah, usually there's some fans who are both Love Live fans and Twice fans, I would say, and they're like they usually compare like the Twice members to like Muse members or Outcast members, ACOs. But yeah, it's like pretty cool like comparisons and comparing themselves. But yeah, but here's the thing, like don't usually you people don't compare themselves to others because like the self-esteem goes down. Like usually I try my best not to compare myself to others. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Nice. So so you're twice. You're a once.
yes, once.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool. Cool. I know. I have my niece and a bunch of my cousins, big Twice fans. So
that's
couple
awesome.
friends. So nice. So all right. So we
Yes.
got Love Live. We got Persona. Give me one more that you could round out, or two more.
Okay.
You said top five. My bad. Just give me the five. Give me the five.
Okay. Next one, Demon Slayer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So Demon Slayer is basically a cool anime. Like
Yeah,
the
like
plot.
if you haven't heard of Demon Slayer, I feel like you're living under a rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's be honest.
It's
It's
very
like
popular.
it's for anime. It was one of those series that it was just everywhere. Like everyone knew about Demon Slayer. I don't think you need to
Yeah,
go
it
into
was.
detail about that one, but it's it has its moments. It has its moments. So
Yeah.
yeah, interesting, interesting. Who's your favorite character in the show?
Ooh, that's a good question. I like Tanjiro and the Zenitsu and Nezuko. Those are my top three.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple to the main cast.
Yeah. I also have other two favorites. Honorable mention. It's Shinobu and I forgot the guy's name with the mask. It's been a while since I watched the anime.
Oh, the
I don't know what's
master.
his name. The mask guy. He's like frenemies with Tanjiro,
Oh, the
and
mask
he's
guy.
shirtless.
Oh. You talk the boar mask. Sorry, I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
like the sword maker, the one with that guy.
No, no, no,
Uh,
no, no.
yeah. Oh my god, why am I spacing on his name?
No, don't worry. I forget names too sometimes.
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna worry about it. That's
Yeah.
interesting. All right, so Demon Slayer. All right, what else? Two more. Two more. What else you got?
Okay.
What's your top five?
Next one, it's Hunter x Hunter.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I say that's a good
Yeah.
one, even though I've never
Yes.
watched Hunter x Hunter, right? Because
Yeah.
people who watch it will swear by that show. People will swear by that show. And like, because I've heard that it's good, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's never gonna finish because the creator like is like permanent hiatus because he's either sick or passed away. I don't remember. Um,
I
but
don't know
that
either.
but the fact that that show is probably never gonna get, even the manga's never gonna finish, and that means the show's never gonna finish. And I was like, that's kind of sad. But people will be like, yeah, Hunter x Hunter, that's a god tier show, especially for like uh longer episode, longer multi season like shonen type of anime. So Hunter x Hunter, good choice, good choice.
Yeah. Also for the Demon Slayer part, I also cosplay as one of the characters. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
who?
Tanjiro.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. My sister also cosplayed as well. She also cosplayed as Nezuko because we're both siblings. And they were siblings too.
Right. Do you for did you have carry your sister in the box?
Uh, no, I didn't actually. I couldn't find a way, but we did like a photo shoot, like so it can make it like she can fit in the box. But yeah,
Nice. Cosplay
yeah, it was
photo
pretty
shoots.
cool.
Those are fun.
I Yeah, I did. I had to like dye my hair and do the makeup and stuff for the skull. It
Hmm.
was pretty fun though. Yeah, but I didn't have any swords on me, so I just had my backpack, the box.
Nice. All right.
Hmm.
So Demon Slayer, we got that. Hunter x Hunter. Okay. What else we got? Round out the top five for me, Zach.
Okay, I think this is the fifth one, right?
It is the fifth.
Okay, so I'll say that my fifth one is probably gonna be Todor.
Toradora.
Yeah, that anime.
Okay, slice of life. The
Yeah.
palm. Was it palm tiger? No, I'm missing a word. Palm. I already forgot something.
Tiger.
Palm.
Yeah, I don't know
I don't
either.
remember.
It's
But
been so
anyways, yeah, the
long.
Toradora. Toradora.
Yeah. Basically, there's like a lot of funny animes. Like I've been laughing so much in anime. Yeah. I would like to say my favorite parts, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched the anime yet and anyone who's planning to watch it. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty fun. It's a good anime, not gonna lie. Like the characters are so funny. Like we could like also relate to them. It's pretty
hmm
funny too as well.
Yeah. One of those slice of life animes, always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. That's a solid list. Solid list, especially for like new people. That's a pretty good list for that you recommend.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
awesome.
I have some honorable mention if you don't
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
me
Go ahead. Go
sharing
ahead.
too. So my honorable mention for the other animes is Naruto and One Piece. They're
Oh
also
my
good
god, you're
animes.
recommending two of the big three? Oh hell no.
Bro,
No
you ever seen them?
shot. No shot. I can understand the One Piece because everyone who watched One Piece like also swears, but you gotta watch One Piece. It gets good after this part. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not gonna get into One Piece.
But
Naruto
yeah,
is fine if you recommend it without the fillers, even though I
yeah,
grew up watching everything. But god damn. You you,
bro.
you would recommend Naruto? Damn, even I wouldn't recommend Naruto, and I love Naruto.
Yes, it's just like I used to like,
Oh
like
hell.
back in Cartoon Network, they also aired Naruto
Right on
back in Cartoon
Toonami,
Network.
right.
Yes. Also, for One Piece, yeah, have you seen the live action? It was really cool.
I did not. I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm just happy for both the One Piece fans and the anime fans in general that they got a decent live action
yeah,
for the show. And I'm like, oh good, that's good. It's not I'm not hearing terrible things about it, which is usually the case for most live actions. But yeah, that's good for them, good for them. But I did not watch it because I'm not a One Piece fan, not a One Piece watcher, so yeah.
yeah. That's understandable. Like, also, like I heard like the One Piece actor, like the Luffy, the main character Luffy,
Mm-hmm.
the one who played in the live action met the original voice of Luffy. It was really wholesome. I mean, I saw this like on YouTube. It was like last month, I think. It was really nice.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Like they did interviews. They because they wanted to get involved with the actual writer of One Piece, right, to make sure that they got it accurate. And then they met with the actual voice actors too. It was really cool. It was like it was a really wholesome like back behind the scenes. I saw that one too. I didn't watch the whole video, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome, dude. But damn, dude, you would. I'm so surprised you would recommend uh, one Naruto and One Piece. Oh hell, you're crazy. Like I
I gotta
like
say what I gotta
Bleach.
say, dude.
I like Bleach, right? And where current Bleach is like really good, but I would only recommend watching Bleach if you're a previous Bleach watcher, right? Be like, hey, if you watched Bleach before and you liked it, watch the one now. But I would not recommend new people to watch Bleach. There's no way. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's even. Yeah, I can't. It's hard. It's a hard pass for me to recommend the big three and or Dragon Ball at all. Hunter x Hunter, I can understand recommending. It's not as many episodes as some of these other ones, but still, god damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll start wrapping up this episode. I mean, Zach, do you have any other questions? Like, we still got some time on the clock, but do you have any questions in general for me? Uh, before we start closing this out and head to the post podcast show in general.
Oh yeah, so I have one question to ask you. Like,
Yeah, go for it.
I, so yeah, so when did you first start your gaming career, and when's the first time you started streaming? Like, I want to know yours. I'm kind of curious.
I like how you say career. It's not. I wish it was a career. Like I said, I started gaming since I was a kid. I've pretty much been gaming as long as I can remember. Not as long as I can remember. Um, no, almost as I can remember. I'll probably say since I was like 5 years old. I would say.
Ooh, nice.
So I was like really, really young. Like I said, my first game was probably like on the N64. It was like Super Mario, Mario Kart 64, and like a few of the demo games we had on the PS1. Um, and like GoldenEye was really fun too.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was like I just got lucky because that my sisters and my cousins gave us or the cousins gave some of their old consoles, and they also had consoles at the time. And naturally, because I liked it so much, I got better than my older siblings because they didn't game as much, and I was better than some of my cousins at some of the games. But yeah, as far as that goes, I mean, because of that, I like games so much. Actually, growing up, my mom would like not let me play video games on weekdays during school nights. It would make me kind of
Yeah,
mad as a kid and a little sad. But I'm like I understand why she did it, and it's fine. Like I turned out okay.
same here.
But um, yeah, it's just I was always a competitive type of person even as a kid growing up. I wouldn't say I was as like not super competitive, but I knew I always wanted to try competing if I wanted to, if I enjoyed something, and gaming was one of those things because um it was just fun. It was fun. Like Mario Kart, I always liked winning. Super Mario 64 gave me that freedom to just roam around in the game, just do dumb stuff. Um,
Yeah.
you know, same thing with GoldenEye, mess around in single player or like multiplayer with friends as a kid. And yeah, it's just like for
Mm-hmm.
that, like I said, it translated into me being a Nintendo kid, like I said earlier, into getting a GameCube, into a Wii. And then I just got into PC gaming around middle
Yeah.
school as well. That's when I got into first person shooters, playing on PC. I got really decent on first person shooters. It was funny because I don't know if you know like Combat Arms by Nexon or Nexon in general. I was so good at that game that I was getting kicked from games and servers because people thought I was hacking. I was like, man,
What?
that was a one of my moments as like a 11-year-old. I'm like,
Dude,
dude, I'm getting kicked from games because people thinking I'm so good that I'm cheating. That's crazy.
yeah. The same thing happened to me when I was playing like Mario Kart.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's
Um,
crazy.
yeah. But yeah, as far as that goes, and then I, as far as like quote unquote career, as far as making money goes off of it, which I didn't expect to. I did play in a couple Smash tournaments, both
That's
in person,
nice.
in line, and online, and then I didn't really start streaming until I got my PC, which was 2017. But then I didn't get my capture card until 2020. So yeah, it was. So I was mostly just doing whatever and just gaming, PC gaming on my laptop for pretty much all of college.
Nice.
It wasn't a gaming laptop. It was just a regular laptop that I gamed on.
I
uh,
get you.
yeah. That laptop is now dead. Pretty much. Yeah, that's
Oh,
untouchable.
yikes.
Yeah, no. There's no resurrecting that thing. Um,
Rest in peace.
yeah, rest in peace, my laptop.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was. That's pretty much it, man. I mean, like, I don't know if that answered your question, but that was pretty much just
That's
like,
good though. It's good.
yeah, it's just
Hmm.
how it is, and just I'm just one of those people who just grew up with games and grew up on the internet, so it was just
Me too.
always a part of my culture per se to just go and be a gamer. It's just enjoyable. Like I like sports. I go out and play sports. I work out and stuff, and again, just that competitive
Same here.
nature of me. But gaming has always been like one of those smaller comforts. Not as much as it is as a kid anymore as an adult, but still fun, especially with the right people.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. All right.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Do you have any other questions for me, Zach, while we're here?
I'll say that's about it.
All right. Take a quick sip of water. Make sure still gonna be hydrated. Well,
Yeah. You too.
any other things that you want to plug, shout out, or say in or lightning round questions? Maybe not a deep question, maybe a lightning round question. Anything you want to say or plug before we end the video for the YouTube video and head over to a short post podcast show?
Oh, we can I can give a shout out to if I can do that.
Okay, good. Yeah, just say your thing,
Yeah.
dude.
All right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the podcast. Shout out to my good friend Neon. Shout out to him. He's the goat.
Nah, nah,
And
nah.
all my friends, my supporters, family, they're awesome too. So you guys are the best. I can't do it without you guys. Thank you guys for being awesome.
Damn. No, thank you for being awesome, Zach. Appreciate you coming on through on today's episode. So, if
Yeah, my pleasure.
yeah, anything else before we head to the post podcast show?
Uh, just want to say, hope to the chat and the VOD watchers. Hope y'all have a great day or night wherever you are. Take care, and I'll see you in my streams. I guess my next stream. I don't know when it would be, but yeah. Thanks, Neon. Thanks again, Neon, for having me here. And yeah,
Yeah, of
thank you so
course.
much.
The pleasure is mine. Glad to have you on here. So if you want to check out Zach, check him out on Twitch, Zachattacker1234. You can check him out on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, his Twitch link will be in the video description. I'm already behind on uploading episodes and videos, so this episode will be uploaded
No worries.
in the next week or so, roughly.
Yeah.
It'll be there somewhere. I don't know, because I haven't even uploaded last week's episode. But other than that, thanks to you all for watching. Yeah, we'll go head over to the post podcast show.
Stay awesome, y'all.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll head over there, and then after the post podcast show, per usual, wouldn't say per usual, more often than not, it's gonna be zombies with my boys of the baby cakes. And yeah, so stick around for that if you want to do that, watch that
Yes.
as well.
Awesome.
So, all right, Zach, chat, say bye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
All right, see you, YouTube.